that he's a dropout and his focus is not education. So how is
this voice sounds familiar. Is that Afia Schwarzenegger? This voice sounds familiar. You said Valentina, and I want to connect.
Afia Schwarzenegger is called Valentina.
So you are the one. Okay, so Valentina.
Why are you answering the question for the man?
I'm not answering. I'm asking it. Are you the same person?
Okay,
I want to know.
All right, I wish Mama Pava Abu Dia Sampati. I am Mosonfo, Udia Sampadi. And common I be dinner February, any cheddar interview Omoye and one. But I had Debia Mekon. Just say, every people more, you were in your mouth of be brain now. Yet you will see a time. But I am not add him say, you better say, and I say you do. Especially I will call you media and that's why. Your media personnel be on my answer and be on my bisa like the motive and I say reason a tie sir as in bisa no echi kwese obi ti say borare pa as a media personnel ko wani say na ko bisa obi question na uko bisa na education background na eko bisa ne say okay school national anthem na we would way na expressing the pana. Say when you be crowd botra, you just push the person to the wall, maybe or can assembly and I say, yeah, what science when you be against you. But you know, say, cheddar you be not dream mother or not dream be into every question, whatever man or be making sure say or be more the right answer Emma maybe I won't quite offended and answer or no offended will be. I know any friend of maturity. Into to be honest with you, or you're matured enough. And no crash say ampa obey to me, Eddie or my name. I'm an aye. Oh, the uncle a one on Niambra. Near Rianswa, Afia Schwa, and so will be a line to more, not so by ever can, dear, or no, I don't say Ghana Hano. Say, Winya, yes, I would near pa air bar, no, sorry, Regina. Near Pessoa and so per se original cheddar come so na uchabon on left and right. But to send American maturity won't me. We will be our mature that. Ubia the obey and you have one way or the other to silence the person and I say, hey, Bia, Umfino, Obamana and obey on one of Bojoa, Obijai. So the young uncle Till Bolari in summer. Ubisa cheddar, any answers or the man. If you are not yet the Afia Schwarzenegger, Ediano, any other ye or the man, so Eddie at was.
That I am bringing things that people are not thinking of. And as much as they doubt, that could be our opportunity.
Okay.
You know?
Well, we have some messages here. We want to go to social media and this is from Manuel Kran. Manuel says that this is the man of our generation, the man to help Ghana out of our situation. So Manuel sent in that one. And this one's from Yao Cash. Says, you're welcome, Mr. President. We're listening to you on Star FM.
Thank you, Cash.
And Hamza Moro says, I'm listening and watching live from Cantonment Prisons, Barracks, Block N. Fantastic show. Nana Kwame is the man. Wow, this guy is just intelligent. That's from Bella Donakwe. He has always been business oriented. And Bola, thanks for the right questions, but I think he has to come again and talk about his source of wealth. We want to know. Okay, so that's coming from Kwame Jatashi. And this one says, NDC 24 hours economy is just a message to deceive Ghanaians. Nana Kwame is the real deal. Okay, and this is the man of our generation. So lots of messages. Let's talk about growing up and education. So for you, primary school was where and secondary school was where?
Oh, I mean, primary school was in Ghana. I went to Modern International.
Modern?
Yeah, in Kumasi.
Oh,
you know,
Kumasi boy.
Yes, and then I came to Accra when I was 11. Then started secondary schools. I started from one in Tema. Then I came to Accra for a bit. Then I left to Apam.
Okay, so you were in Accra Academy?
Yeah.
Which year were you in Accra Academy?
I was with the Timmy and the Montero boys. So
which year was that?
We're 94, last group.
So how many years were you in Accra Academy for?
Oh, it wasn't even a year because.
Oh, it wasn't, okay.
Because I wanted to be in a boarding house, and at that time Freeman is only admitting day students. So my interest was the experience in being in boarding schools. And I thought that at that time I probably already felt like I'm a big man. I'm grown.
At age 11?
Yeah, I'm taking care of myself,
Wow.
No, I was 13 then,
13,
yeah,
okay.
I was at Form 3. So
So you left after 1 year?
Yeah, less than a year. It was less than maybe a little bit over a semester.
Like 3 months or a term?
No, more than a term.
More than a term?
Yeah, more than a term.
In Accra Academy for 6 months. Yeah. So what's the motto of Accra Academy?
Below.
No, I mean the school motto. You know, like they have. What is the motto of Accra?
Oh, no,
Do you know the anthem?
I probably wouldn't have chewed all of it.
Did you go to school for assembly and all?
I used to, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the motto of Accra Academy?
As in, when you say the motto, are you telling me to sing some song for you on
You
this
come
radio?
to the anthem, but then what is the motto of Accra Academy? You were in Accra Academy at least for almost a year.
Yeah.
What is the school
if
motto?
you ask me what's the motto for APAM, I don't remember. If you ask me what's the motto for all the schools I've been, because I think some people went there to make sure they study the motto, and some people went there to make sure that they sing anthems, but some people
Can
went
you
there...
sing the anthem
I'm
for
coming.
us? Yes.
Some people went there to build relationships and to make sure that when they left footprints in the mindsets of people. Today, the people of Accra Academy, APAM Secondary, Achimota Pre-Seconds, whatever school, at least they know that there is an Nana Kwame Bediako, there is a Freedom Jacob Caesar.
You don't know the anthem
it's not like, I'm being ignorant or anything because...
Do you know the anthem of APAM?
I don't. That's why I'm saying that it's not... For you, I think it's very important, okay? Some things I was not interested in.
Okay.
I was more interested to find out that how the cocoa comes out of the soil. You know, I was more worried about not wasting whatever money that is being invested in my fees. I wanted to make something...
So knowing the school motto and the anthem, you thought it was a waste of investment?
Well, I don't think that it was a waste of investment, but I said some people take these things serious. It's just like today, you can find people on the street, they can sing a whole album for you, and it's Lumba. But, Lumba doesn't know them, and they don't even have food on their plates the next day. So that's what they've chose.
It's priorities.
Yeah, priorities. And some priorities could be displayed. So I'm sorry, but all the Bello boys, it's more important that you remember your friends, and I'm here. You can remember me very well. This guy is like...
Abusia, no. Nsembisa na wo bisa na make say we no ehun hia. As a media personnel, obi so obi asama. Bisa ansama e de enkan kompuntuo ni anuonyam ba. Na we de na school item anthem ne ade. Ye ko school ye ko to school anthem to ya no. Then they free mobile. Nti no na ono so like me say just say we obi a nipa nkasa wi ase no ye ka say e onipa mienu a ye nkyere ya asem nkyere. Saa nipa mienu no one ba ko yobi o town and ba ko yobi a ope wasem obi ope wasem no ho. It doesn't matter how wrong you go, the only thing obetumi aya na say owu nua ha ne de wan ko ni yi o de fa ha no obi o town wasam ye said den kiremu said den still bibia ni wa wo kan obete wase intine sa akofo ni na hu ya say obe waste your time kran wa ye say obe kire onsemu e de a kire omo ya ko school to anthem ne one nyina nti cheda yobi a na make ina say cheda yobi a in fact I am matured, and no matter how personal be bisa no person obem will feel offended, but obem the right answer we obi a otena se na odwen obo say yes answer si anipa e dey aman na dwen mu abi ne o kan ina so ye nokre ye ko school na nkasa na adisua na nkasa na yesi ye ko sua na nkasa kra no mbo no ni ebe tumi ali so afrim no kra na emta say 10% kra mpo na bia wa man bebre ansa na wasan akofa school anthem ne wan asan de abeka ho aha wadwen no ekwa me as a big student na nkasa na me ko field practicals na nkasa no me call school 3 years secondary school in science senior high me shada hu practical bia nkasa ye ne say practical na nkasa pra na san so ye theory ne say practical no san so ye theory because we call your chemistry lab me your chemistry ne physics ne say lab ya wo ba koi e dey pra na wo ho no ya sisa chemicals ba ko mienu bia ma say keka bom na obenya nchene wa wi bibia ni obiem ye call chemistry lab yi minima dey amaka say laboratory ye produce we ye nya we we ina na ye bola na fe na osan de sa school anthem ne eho wan so e ba be kan abusia be ba kohwe one Afia Schwarzenegger the same interview num obie lines ne tu mu say enkofo mfre na ne Ghana fo do makoma so a omo pese omo bisa Nana Kwame Bediako no omo bisa Afia Schwarzenegger ɛso ɛforo line no so ebi ɔbɛtoto bi asɛm a nipa no sɛ ne osi kan no ɔbɛdane na no yɛbɛkɔ akɔtie ne yɛba ne aka nso na yɛde aka ho but asa na yɛbɛkɔ no mɛsrɛ sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na sɛ ɔmɛma sɛm ɛnkɔ yie ebi a stroke hepatitis B anaasɛ asthma anaasɛ sunsum yare bi na ɛhawa me amete ha no me dwumadie a medi no ne san sɛ ne pa a ɛba no ɛna wɔ sɛ me so mebɔ ho dagu nti na abere bia no meka ho asɛm ne ɔbɛyɛ sɛ ɔbɛfa me number na 054-330-4976 na wafrɛ me nti yɛnkɔhwɛ Afia Schwarzenegger ɛso deɛ a ɔde baeɛ ne answer a Nana Kwame Bediako ɛde ɛmaa no ɔbaa
ano kwamo mienka na awodi nipa pina ekwa tete mu pao amani pampempem awale agu odia sampa spiritual and herbal center awo wo mo yade se wo mbem wanya basisi a yade bi te stroke gonorrhea anaba ma waye mre e wampamu low sperm count wo mo wano aduro tatahwe ene je sam ne se seba ne sunsum nsam a wo mo te ne te se ye sunsum aware anasa yare bi ne yade amawo pampabone anabo ana wanya abai amane court case wo betu charge osisi a enam omadwuma panti ni pampempem ene be fo kofie ekoye sunsum nyuma edemom se mosini ene enzimani ekabom dia sunsum niama asie betu obi age wukunu anasa wo yere awaresem adwuma sam akwantuom nsam ni nyina aya sumasem fa bedan odia sampa spiritual and herbal center obehu yan
New Koforidua ejoso ne konongo infinfin aye Ashanti region ehon ma number a didi dwuma no 054-330-4976 anase 020-134-0421 054-330-4976 anase 020-134-0421
Odia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. You be do us some amount.
Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Your name, sir?
My name is Michael.
Michael is calling from
Ashima.
Great. Nana Kwame Bediako is on air.
Mr. Bola.
Sir.
I think it is time the youth of Ghana forget about this NDC, MPP, and give this man a chance. From the way he's talking, I think he has the youth at heart. Job, unemployment, and a whole lot of things are killing with the youth. But we don't know what happens. At the end of the day, we go and follow this MPP, NDC, and it's the same story.
So you want Nana Kwame Bediako to be given the chance, and you believe in him?
Of course, we have to.
Okay, thank you very much. So
that can be developed.
Can you hold? We have a call on the line. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You've jammed our phone lines today. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Bola.
You're on air. Your name, please.
Nana Kwame, Father.
Great. Let's hear you, please, Nana.
A good time, I was a Tuma, Nana Kwame Bediako, Major MPP and DC. And Kokorafono DS Carlos, a good time, I was a Tuma, this young man. Mentaya had them 2022, and I'm texting a message. Oh, I do. Your bomb price of our president. I think them empire in them.
Okay. All right then. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. I have a question for the gentleman there.
And what's your name?
My name is Valentina.
Valentina. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My first question is, with all his vision and our state of economy now, how is he going to finance it? Because we are in a country that cannot afford beds for sick children. We cannot even afford 3 square meals. So how are we going to finance the dredging of the sea? 2, a president does not value education. How is he going to advise the youth? Because this country right now, we have people that think MPs and ministers are supposed to be building toilets instead of developing the country. So with the president who does not value education.
Has he said that he doesn't value education? He's not said that here on the program, madam.
He clearly made it point out that he's a dropout and his focus is not education. So how is
this voice sounds familiar. Is that Afia Schwarzenegger? This voice sounds familiar. You said Valentina, and I want to connect.
Afia Schwarzenegger is called Valentina Nanejewa.
So you are the one. Okay, so Valentina.
Why are you answering the question for the man?
I'm not answering. I'm asking it. Are you the same person?
Okay,
I
now
want
I
to
don't
know.
need answer.
Okay. Are you the same person?
The president that does not value education, how will he encourage the youth to go to school? Because our problem in Ghana now is illiteracy. The major problem we're facing in the country is illiteracy. That is our major problem.
Okay, he's here to answer your question.
He's
here to answer your question. Nana Kwame Bediako will answer you. So we've established that that's Afia Schwarzenegger, Valentina. Is that right? Hello? Okay, so go ahead.
So first of all, there's no such thing as I don't value education. I want people to understand that education is just not based on academic curriculum. Okay, education is how you can learn about things, to advance your brains, to have more knowledge, and to understand a few answers. They call it wisdom. Okay, and then you have to apply it to your resources. Because if you want to have education, you can educate yourself for the next 70 years. It has no end. Okay, but you have to remember that there is the books part, and then there is the practical part. So you do the books part first, and then after you go into the practicality. But some people are thinking that education is just about chewing and pouring. So I am actually just advising Ghanaians that what's the point of learning about Christopher Columbus when you had the cocoa to learn about, when you had the gold to learn about? Why are you going to America to buy the gold and put it in your neck when it's right on your neck, on your land? Because you didn't study about mining when you were studying geography. So I don't have anything like that, like I'm against education. In fact, I support education, and the youth will tell you from the university, since we're doing the university challenge, even putting in $1 million, to support people who will come up with great
$1 million Ghana cedis.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, for people who will come up with great ideas, to be able to use that capital to fund that idea. So it's more like a Shark Tank that we're building. And we did this because we thought that maybe this can give a facelift to the government's existing idea, because everybody is educating themselves in Ghana.